Hello guys, how are we doing today? We have another Road to Rank 30 video. I'm currently rank 17, I'm taking my sweet time again, and there's still plenty of months left in the Cold War lifespan, so I am stretching it out. I'm sure some of you guys are already rank 30, I know a couple of my mates are. But yeah, let's get into the video. So, this is a hardpoint Moscow game where I go 48 and 20, so it's a bit of a killer game from me. Especially in these lobbies, it can be pretty nasty. So yeah, stick around. I think I end up going up around the second set of rotations. I think up to that point, it's a bit scrappy. I think I'm at mid-bit, I'm at 13 to 9, so it's not like I go off at the beginning of the game. It's more towards the mid-end I sort of go off. So let's get into the commentary. We get good initial time on the P1 hardpoint, and we're basically thinking, right, there's 15 seconds left to go. Let's just get locked in for the P2 rotation. So we've got myself in BS&D, a couple of teammates here, and right now I've commed, right, there's two street. I've sort of seen them in my death cam. Make sure you guys hold that because I spawned out. I think if I'd have won that gunfight, we'd have been okay. But for some reason I had a piss out just to run quicker, I think it was. Anyway, they've got control of the hill at the moment. I'm just trying to help my teammates out here, trying to get the kills just so that they spawn out. Gives us a bit of time to jump on the hill, which is what happens here. So I'm literally lying down, getting calm, regaining essentially. See right there, I think I must have looked at the mini-map just as that guy peeked through mid. So annoyingly I missed him, he ended up getting me killed and we lose the point. Not the end of the world, being that there's only 15 seconds left on the hill anyway. So we take that as a hint and we just rotate, well, three of us rotate, and one guy stays on hold. Frustratingly, 2 out of 3 of us lose the gunfights at new, meaning that they spawn close and we spawn back where our teammate was getting the scrap time at P2. So, tough one to break. But we just lost our gunfights essentially. Again there, I'll get pinched from behind. They've got full setups of this hill. My teammates spawn behind them, I'm thinking, right, I've spawned Eskies, let's pinch this. So I try and be annoying, exert some sort of presence at the front of the hill, hoping the two stretch their attention somewhat. Exactly what's happening here, they're not completely sure where to look. And as you can see, I'm pre-aiming every... apart from that one, I'm pre-aiming all of the places I think they should be. So I pre-aim that heady coming out of gold. I'll then move on to pre-aim L, find tactical there. Now when I jumped onto the hardpoint, I didn't expect a guy to be at the benches, and I don't get the competent teammate, so that's a tough gunfight to lose, but it is what it is. So right there, in my head I'm saying, right, they've got P3 fountain control, they're going to be wrapping around for new, so I should sit mid-map, essentially we're going to push through checkers. Again, forgive me for the slow start to the video, it does pick up. So, yeah, definitely stay tuned. As you can see, I'm 13 and 9 at the moment, so it's nothing crazy. Just about breaking even, but it does pick up from here. So my teammates are at the front of the hill, so I'm thinking, right, let's flank. Let's try and get behind them. Let's try and get in their spawn. Just to ruffle some feathers a bit, maybe pick up a couple of kills. Thankfully, my teammates get 3 out of 4 of them. I can see one's in wrap, but I'm just sort of holding their bank here. I'm trying... in my head, though, I think they're spawning P3 towards the fountain. So, in my head, I'm thinking, right, if I can cut them off big, give my teammates a lot of time to pick off some time on the hill and focus their attention towards mid-map / the rat hole. Again, I think I'll reiterate this in most of my league play videos. Minor voice crack there, excuse me. Is to pick up an AR if you're running an SMG where you can, or vice versa, just so that you can be a bit more adaptable around the game, around the map, and have the best chance of winning your gunfights at any point. So as you can see right there, when I was at the top of Eskies, I had my AR out, peeking the corners far away, and as soon as I pushed down to Eskies, I pulled out the SMG just to try and give myself the best chance in those close range situations. Annoyingly, I lost the gunfight. I was pre-aiming slightly above where the enemy slid through, but is what it is. So right here, we're very conscious that we need P2. So we're trying to wrap round street. I probably shouldn't have gone for that gunfight. I probably should have left it. I was not in a beneficial situation there. Maybe if I had a Krig, it would have been different. But challenging that with subs tough. So right there, I knew I could see someone on the enemy's team just jumping on the hill, and my team had street, so he must have gone up top plat. So I was ready for that gunfight there, which was quite surprising to react. So I'm waiting for I didn't want to instigate that challenge. Waited for myself to heal, and then I pushed it. So we are still in mid-map / Eski, so I know they're still spawning PD. I didn't expect them to push out to the right side of the street there and pick me off there, but I knew a couple would spawn there. I think in hindsight I probably should have sat the other side of the tree, maybe had a little bit of cover, but I challenged that gunfight a bit too head on there. So yeah, make sure you're always covered from other areas of the map if you can. So right here we've got P3 rotations. I'm pretty much got the whole of their gold rotation, so hopefully they're able to pick up these two. I mean, even if I lose a gunfight, it's huge, or don't manage to get the kill, it's huge intel to my teammates. And that's 4 dead, that's 4 down. They're spawned probably P2, maybe street. Nearly got unfortunate timing there. So my tactic right there was, I think I heard a guy running street behind me. So I checked that and managed to pick up that kill. Now in my head I'm thinking, right, no world, well rarely a team is going to be pushing street. So I pre-aim this the small door through gold. Managed to get a guy that tries to get the trade off there. So right here I'm aware there's 15 seconds left before the hardpoint moves to the next one on the street. And our teammates give up control of the old hardpoint. So I know they're going to be funneling through gold or through streets to get this next hill. Ping and use my artillery just to give my teammates a little bit more time. And that's another 2 dead. The team, I think we're trading streaks at the moment. Everyone's trying to use it because this is quite a good kill to use and want everything outside. So my strat right here is hopefully get a couple kills on the enemy as they run into spawn, make it a 2v4 once I kill those guys on the hill. Unfortunately I don't mind, my teammates managed to pick up some kills, thankfully. So my strategy right here is we've got a couple people street, well on my whole team street pretty much, looking down all the way down the street. So my intentions were to just be as annoying as anything, cover their flank, and just on the side. Right here, I'm aware that P1 is, well the next hardpoint is P1, which is in the mid-map, but my thoughts are already on the hardpoint after that. Can we get the rotations for P2? Because if we can, we're down quite a lot. It'd be absolutely huge if we could get P2 rotations. So I rotate early, and thankfully, as you can see here, we're all spawning here. And I'm just sort of aware that our team are quite far forward pushed, and that they're pushing street, which means that our teammates, if they died, would spawn Eski, and they may get the rotation for P2. So I'm just trying to assert my presence somewhat this area of the map, just to try and stop them from spawning this way if possible. So again, there is 30 seconds left, but I know for a fact that if they win this hard point, there's a good chance they're going to be way ahead running into P3, which is not good. So again, right here, we're just sort of working the map. Frustratingly, I'll get killed there, but my teammate thankfully manages to trade it. We're working the map, making sure we've got most areas covered. And that spot, on that ledge just next to the yellow platform, is a disgusting spot. You can actually capture the hardpoint from there and see all the way into mid. So if you've got a Krig, that's an ideal setup for you there. So this is a bit of a dangerous position. They've got 40 seconds left on the time. We're small FT. We've got a street. So we really need to break this hill. Otherwise they get a really good lead pushing into P3. Which is why I decided to use my streaks. So I've calmed down. Right, wait for the push, boys. It's going to kill a couple of them. It'll clear the hard points, and then let's push out. I didn't actually realise by the time that happened that there was only 15 seconds left, so it's pretty much worthless. Probably should have saved it for this hill. So that is a mistake on my part. Right, my tactic right here. I think we cock up a bit here. I think the teammate calls for help, and if you watch the map, all three of us turned. All three of us turned to help, and we ended up losing the hill just based on that. I think if we were a bit more patient and held the areas we were looking at, because we had it set. We had one guy looking mid, we had one looking L. One was in the spawn, and I was just pushing time. I was just on time, trying to get some points on the board here. Something that just came down to patience and lack of comms. At most, we needed one other guy to help out there. So thankfully, our teammates holding spawns. That guy gets shit on, as does this guy. He got bad timing. And just to say people get shot, and I get shot on. I think I stopped shooting, but thankfully, teammate managed to get the trade with that one. So we're about even here, pushing into P5. P4 street, and I'm just trying to get my trade from my teammate here, which I managed to pick up. I know there's a guy chasing me, so I try and run just to heal and being a bit unexpected, but I get naded from statue anyway. So we've actually got bad spawns here. All my teammates are street, and we have no control over the rat area, gold area. So I'm thinking, right, I've got an SMG. My job here is just to sit in here and be as annoying as possible. From here, you can see out of this window. That's a common heady spot where they sit. So my aim here is just to really just be annoying, be in here, you know, have some sort of presence. If they push onto hill, I should be able to pop out and get them. But we actually managed to close the game out here, and I go 48 and 20 with 6.5k damage. Not a bad game. I don't get too much time, but I don't think the way that game played out, I think I did my role with an SMG on that map. So yeah, there it is. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed and want to see more of this sort of stuff. And I will catch you guys in the next video. I'll see you in a bit.